If aliens are real and they keep searching for intelligent life and find this podcast,
they're going to think twice about coming to Earth, bro.
that's right. It's Opinionish
On aliens.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Opinionish. I'm Mitch English.
I'm Travis Dale.
And I got one. And we are talking about opinions. We're going to be sharing them today. How are you? Oh, look at you. Nice. Oh, what a coinkydink.
We are the Men in Black.
Hey, how pissed were you when you found out that song was like...
Forget Me Nots?
Yeah, Forget Me Nots. And then you hear it and you're like, am I singing the wrong words?
No.
Did you already know that?
I didn't know until the song came out. Yeah.
So when you heard the Will Smith version, Men in Black,
a Men in Black, yeah.
and then did you know about the? Because you're a music guy.
Just bounced with me. Yeah, I've heard the original song before. He samples all of his songs. Most of them, you know.
But that one's like a direct ripoff.
Yeah, I mean. But yeah, I thought we were dressing up in black because of Johnny Cash. We got a Johnny Cash convention to go to.
Oh, that's right. Afterwards, we're going to definitely go to check out.
Till things are brighter, I'm the man in black.
I got a ring of fire I got to deal with.
You got Preparation H.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
will that help out?
Yeah, Preparation H.
Well, I'm good for that. What a week it's been. Last week we talked about some big movies. You know, you talk about what we're talking about today is aliens. There's some big alien movies in the past and even today, right?
Yeah, well, we actually came to a consensus on that. Some of our favorite movies are space or alien related movies. So we're like, hey, let's do an episode on aliens. And it's actually very timely because the government has been declassifying a lot of documents from over the years that could prove the existence of aliens.
I think it freaks me out because for so long, I think Jimmy Carter came out and
as an alien.
No, he said that he had seen aliens or he had seen a UFO. He had come out and said that and he believes in UFO, and he was a president, and so that kind of freaked everybody out. That was back in. He didn't say it when it was right after he became, like in the early '80s. He had already left office and everything. But even so, when it's like, well, here's these government officials now saying that they saw, and now. If the stuff comes out, we get reports on it now, which is weird for us as Americans.
Are we alone in the universe? Everybody's got an opinion on it, and I want to know. To get to the bottom of it, we brought in somebody who is usually a Men in Black, a big fan, and a friend of the show. We brought back Mr. Matt Doolittle,
which we're not 100% sure if he's an alien.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's a strange creature indeed.
You got your green card, brother?
Yeah,
only in the morning. Yeah. But I am an astronaut, so you know.
You are an astronaut.
According to...
Did you go to space camp?
I went to space camp twice.
Because you failed the first time?
Well, I was Captain Capcom, you know.
Captain Capcom?
You had to repeat space camp? I didn't know that was a thing.
I had a astronaut from the ISS tell me I was an astronaut.
That you had the right stuff?
I was an actual astronaut. Yes. She said, "You're an astronaut. I give you astronaut."
Do you identify as an astronaut? Is that what
I do?
Say?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess we have to respect
space movies.
One small step for Matt.
Well, you know, I love space movies.
Is this the place where you did it? Your shirt?
Yeah.
Wow.
When I was 14 and a little fat kid, I still had
you needed
US
the room.
Space camp. Yeah.
Smart. You get a lot of longevity out of that shirt.
Yeah.
What happens at space camp?
So you hang out with kids and you blow milk out of their nose 19 times.
I'm glad you finished that sentence. That could have gone a series of ways.
And the word astronaut might have meant something totally different.
I am an astronaut.
Blink twice, Matt, if you had... Well, we can't tell. He's
well,
wearing his glasses.
Because I have Men in Black glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See? Those are the real deal, too, right?
Your watch, too.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
This is the Hamilton from Men in Black.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're a big fan.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
That alien movies are my thing.
So that movie came out and
96.
Yeah, Will Smith was having a moment with his song. He was doing the songs of the movies, but there's a lot of alien movies.
Well, even the thing at Universal.
Yeah. The ride?
Yeah, it's still the
Men
ride.
in Black ride.
Yeah, it's still the ride. You show up there.
No, yeah, and actually, yeah, they have a lot of rides at Universal. E.T. is another one, a classic. It's actually my favorite movie, and it's an alien movie, so it's a twofer for me. My favorite alien movie, my favorite movie of all time, Steven Spielberg's E.T. Then they have the ride that opened up the theme park at Universal there.
The ET ride at Universal sucked.
It's a classic.
You liked it?
No, it's a class.
Nah,
Oh, come on.
I think it does.
Didn't it say your name or something?
Yeah, you feed him a name. You can feed him any name you want, and he'll say it.
It's just fun.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's a little musky in there. If you've done the ride,
I didn't notice that.
It gets a little mildewy smell in there. It's a very swampy.
From under cheese.
From under?
As you fly.
I would think that's what aliens smell like. They say outer space stinks. Have you heard about?
It's got
for real.
Yeah, it's got to be horrible.
Especially if you have asteroids, which is good with Preparation H.
Is that right?
If you get a little case of asteroids.
Well, that's why I love Project Hail Mary, because in the middle of it, he goes, "Oh, it smells in here." Like, have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
But you can tell Ryan Gosling's like, "Oh God, they all smell in here. And they're dead. And it's great."
They had those that have been in outer space. It said that it smells like something stale, nothing like dead or anything, but it's just like a weird, because there's chemicals up there floating in space.
Could you imagine farting in front of your wife?
Absolutely.
That's what I feel like space feels like.
I wish it would stop sometimes. But yeah, in space, no one can hear you fart. That's a famous quote,
This
right?
is what they say. It's a mix of burnt gunpowder, seared steak, hot metal, and wielding fumes.
This is what astronauts.
It's us going to Vegas.
Yeah,
100%.
this is what astronauts say that space smells like.
Yeah, atomic. It's called with atomic oxygen reactions to those things. It comes out as a burnt gunpowder, seared steak, hot metal, welding fuse, which sounds like 4th of July.
But they're all enclosed. They're either in a capsule or if they're spacewalking, then they have the stuff. How could they actually smell what's going on?
That's a good
the filtration system in their suit.
I don't know. I guess because they had to, our boys over at NASA probably had to recreate what outer space would be like.
Are this out there like blasting off shotguns? Floating cans in the air.
You know what my favorite scene is
rednecks.
Well, that too. Apollo 13 when what's his name is trying to recreate what they're doing up in the
Tom
space
Hanks.
capsule.
Kevin Bacon.
No.
Bill
Ed Harris.
What's
Gary Sinise.
Percy Faith.
He's on the ground
and going, well, we got to
Lieutenant
recreate what's going on. It's like, dude, you have no idea what's going on up there.
But that's how they problem solved and they got him back there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an amazing alien movie. We're going to talk some alien movies, but right now, yes, the big news in the news is the aliens are getting proof of aliens. Some would say it's getting declassified by the U.S. government. They're trying to be transparent, and they've released 3 separate batches of information document dumps.
Document dumps.
Can we go with that word? That's how we're going to describe it.
I'm for it.
Of unidentified anomalous phenomena. It's UAP. So it used to be UFOs, and now they call them UAPs.
Which I think is weird.
It is weird. They switch it. We grew up hearing about UFOs, right?
Yeah.
And now they want to switch it up on us. UAPs.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that idea at all.
Yeah,
UAPA?
unidentified anomalous phenomena.
So this is what we'd see if you're looking at just.
This is actually declassified documents that the CIA, the FBI, NASA, Department of Defense have released. They did 3 releases, one in April, one in May, and another one just back here on June 12th. And it documents over 70 sightings from going back to the 40s. And they released by the documents by the Pentagon, but they want to say that it doesn't necessarily mean this is proof of aliens. Unidentified does not mean alien. It just means that they can't identify some of these images. And so some of these are show red or white orbs floating, hovering. There was a scene captured on smartphone footage from locals near the Cheyenne Mountain Range in 2022 that show these red orbs. But if you watch the video, it just really looks like a couple taillights.
Yeah, here it is.
Driving away from you.
That's all it looks like, except it's going up in the sky.
Yeah, this is in the sky, but it just looks like a couple taillights. The car driving away. It really could be anything. It could be drones. It could be a reflective light, a bird carrying a beer can in its mouth.
I'm thinking drones a lot of times. I mean,
could be drones.
The advantation of having drones around, obviously, you start to see more and more of them, of these kind of sightings. And you know what's really odd is that, NASA spends all this money on sending basically tin cans up into outer space.
Right.
And then the government or whoever puts these together, they give us what their interpretation of of these, and it looks like something they've done on Microsoft Paint.
Exactly. And so they released this as in a sign of transparency, but it's like, great, I can't tell what I'm looking at. Here's another one. It looks like a burrito. It looks like a Chipotle burrito floating in the sky, or like a hot potato, like a baked potato wrapped in tinfoil. This is an actual image. It looks Photoshop. It looks fake. And so
looks fake. Yeah.
We're so conditioned to like see AI now. Like, how is this? And this is an actual real image released by the Pentagon.
I guess to me, if you look at your screen now, everybody, so like you see right underneath here, you see it's kind of there's more silver, like it's a reflection of something.
That's where the butter rests after you microwave it. It gets that crispy texture and it seeps down to the bottom. It's delicious.
And now then you go, well, if they're from outer space, they probably know, they want us to make you think it looks fake. But to me, this is nothing more than just somebody went down to Chipotle, got a picture of a mountain, and threw it on top of that. That's all that is.
It looks like bad Photoshop.
And then you kind of wonder, okay, then is there a conspiracy behind that? It's like, let's make it look fake so then people won't believe it and it'll just shut people up. You kind of wonder about that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the national poll indicates that a vast majority of Americans believe that alien life exists.
Yeah.
But over 70% believe that the government is withholding more information. And so they're doing releases, but it's very like tame stuff. Like it almost looks fake. So what do you guys believe? Do you believe aliens are out
100%. I believe that there are aliens out there. I don't think, however, that they are little green men with big eyes and that sort of thing.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't buy that at all. I do believe that, one second, Matt. I do believe, though, that they have evolved. So maybe they might only have 3 or 4 fingers, because look at our pinky toe. They're saying that our pinky toe, we don't need it, and eventually it'll go
over
away.
Time, yeah.
So I think that they're not going to be identical to humans, but I think they'll be very, very close. And
Here's my weird thing. I think they live under the ocean.
Oh,
and get this from me. So, my wife and I were on a Mediterranean honeymoon.
Honeymoon, yeah.
And we saw the Tic Tac go right along the boat.
What do you mean Tic Tac?
The Tic Tac thing.
Did you have a Tic Tac in your mouth and you spit it out?
So it looks like this burrito thing? Like it looked like a Tic Tac?
Not the burrito thing, but the other one that one.
You're saying you saw a UFO on your honeymoon?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So did his wife.
And my wife will confirm it. And,
here we go.
And it went high, and then it went under the water, and then it just dropped.
You're listening and looking at.
Oh, you can probably mute that. But yeah, it's
I don't know how actually.
But it stayed right there next to us in the Mediterranean Sea, and then it dropped, and then it kept going into the water.
But see, Matt, here's the problem I have with what you're saying is that this is they're calling it a Tic Tac because that's what it looks like on the radar screen.
Right,
this isn't an actual video, though.
It was a little nugget thing in the air, and we were going, what is that going? And we tried to take a video of it, and it got scrambled.
Of course.
Oh wait, it interfered with your phone?
Yeah.
And so it was distorted. You couldn't get a picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
how much was the drink package?
Yeah. Did you have the drink package on the boat?
No, we didn't have a drink package on the Virgin Voyages. You can't have that.
Okay.
And it was my honeymoon. And if you want, I can call my wife and she will confirm this. Because you know how dumb I am, and you know how smart she is.
Yes.
So she will confirm it.
Now, were other people on the ship see this? Did you confirm it with anybody else?
No.
Okay, isolated incident. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No, actually, but you know what, Mitch?
It kept on line with the boat, and then it just dropped.
So it looked just like some of this footage that they're releasing.
Yeah,
okay,
where it just kept up with.
You know what? I'm skeptical about what the Pentagon released, but I believe you. Yours is real.
You know, if we saw aliens,
yes.
How great would it be?
I mean, absolutely. I see a lot of stuff sometimes.
It would change everything if you think about it.
And actually, there's a movie just came out, Steven Spielberg released, about what would happen to society if the existence of aliens was disclosed. Yes. It's called Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
And we had a chance to see it. I did a screening, critics.com, and I want to talk about it because I love Steven Spielberg alien movies, obviously. That's my wheelhouse. E.T., obviously my favorite movie of all time. He did it with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah. War of the Worlds is another one that you said that you saw. You like that one?
I loved it. Yeah, I liked it.
Great movie. Yeah.
And so that's like Spielberg's wheelhouse. You know, he captures the wonder.
Aliens.
You got Aliens, yes. He even managed to squeeze it into the end of Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones' Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Can we not?
Less said the better. Sure. But this is his wheelhouse. You got John Williams on the score. So you saw the movie. I want to start with like some of the stuff that I liked about it. I liked Emily Blunt's performance. I thought
amazing.
She carried the movie.
Like she actressed so hard.
Right. Because she's a she's a weathercaster in the Midwest. And
Thank you for saying that.
She gets, what do you want me to call her? A weather girl?
No, you do not ever call her weather girl.
Yeah.
But a meteorologist.
A meteorologist.
But she would, yeah, you can call her.
Can I just say also, I turn to my wife and I go, there's no way in heck that they have that nice of a TV studio in Kansas City.
No, you're 100% right.
It was a really
I saw
nice
the
city.
trailer
Am I
for
wrong?
it. That's being a weatherman for 18 years.
Yeah,
I've been
because
you had wires.
It looks like this.
As long, and that they had a big old screen,
Closet.
and then that studio was as big as you could tell they just used like a back studio somewhere.
Yeah.
That is their TV station.
Not very accurate.
I think in Wichita. I think isn't that where they're based at? It's like in Kansas or something.
WX whatever. And I turned to Leah and I was like, you know that's not real,
right? Yeah. I hate when they do it. Another thing I can't stand when they do move, they'll put the anchor and the desk will be like right here. Yeah. I cannot stand just as we are. You're supposed to have it where your navel is.
Can I say this? So the guy that was the main anchor when she walked up and he started being an ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not seen the movie, so refer to me.
Totally John Brown.
Oh, John Brown.
It's totally John
Fox
Brown.
35 John Brown.
Fox 35 John Brown going, I can't. No, you're not getting me into this.
Please tell me Andy Garcia played that role. Yeah. Was it Andy Garcia?
It should have been.
Because they are identical. Hey, I'm going to show you. Don't these two look alike?
Well, Blunt is phenomenal.
And, all right, let's get back to the movie.
And so she gains she gets activated to be able to communicate with the aliens. She just somehow gets activated, and all of a sudden she can speak different languages. She can read people's minds. She's like an empath.
Korean and what was it? Russian?
Yeah, Russian. Yeah. All of a sudden she's going back between like shocked and panicked. Like she doesn't know what's happening to her body. She's confused to be able to read people's mind and have this moment with everybody. And it's really impressive. She gets out of a speeding ticket by talking to this cop, and it's great.
But she can read your mind.
She can read your mind, yes. But then it becomes kind of gimmicky. It happens a lot and starts to wear thin a little bit throughout the movie.
She starts playing poker or something,
right? Because they're being chased. The premise of the movie kind of drops you in the middle of the action. Josh O'Connor is like a whistleblower. He works for this government company, this private company that has government contracts that knows about aliens. They have alien technology. He wants to release that to the public to let everybody know that aliens are real. Colin Firth is the owner of that company. He's the villain of the movie, and he's phenomenal also.
He's amazing.
He's locked in. He's obsessive, trying to stop them, because at some points I started agreeing with him because he says the population's not ready to know about the existence of aliens.
What's the line from Men in Black? The greatest line.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Yeah, is that the line
from Men in Black?
Yeah.
Where they're like, people are crazy.
I thought it was. I make this look good.
A person is good.
Yeah,
people are crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
they're capable of crazy things, especially if they get confronted with this, because this questions their religions, the society. Everything can collapse,
and you're afraid of everything you don't know.
Absolutely,
human nature, sure.
And so they're being pursued by Colin Firth throughout the movie. They get together and they both get kind of activated and get these alien powers of empathy. And I get what he's going with it. There's a lot of great chase scenes, a lot of stunts, a lot of momentum, but that kind of slows down about halfway through the movie.
It's half an hour too long.
And it gets a little bit long. What is effective is John Williams' score. It has touches of E.T.
It was amazing.
John Williams, he's getting way up there in age. This could be his last, hopefully not, his last collaboration with Spielberg, but the score is great. The direction's great. He has a lot of lens flares. He reteamed with his cinematographer, Janusz Kaminski, and so it's shot beautifully. The score, the performances, everything's there, but it just didn't connect with me emotionally on the level that it is with some other people.
Trav, John Williams is 94 years old.
94 years old. That's what I'm saying, man. How many
Spielberg's
more?
80.
Yeah.
Like we get it, but also just come on.
Right.
Let's
all the pieces were in place to make this a success, just like Close Encounters, just like E.T., War of the Worlds.
You got outer space, you got great stars, you got old men apparently. I don't know why y'all brought up age, but okay.
Because this could be their last.
When you want to make a movie,
this could be their last adventure together. Hopefully not. I mean,
but what does that have to do with it? I don't get it. Why do we have the discussion about why they were old? I don't understand.
John Williams, the composer, seems were old, because this could be their last team up together. Who knows?
So that's why you're talking.
I
didn't know how that affected the movie. Is what I was saying.
And it is because this movie had all the pieces in place, but it didn't resonate.
It didn't hit.
And it's odd because this is a movie that the message wants to unite all of us. It's about being people listening to each other and being empathetic to each other, and how empathy is the answer to all of our problems here on Earth. And I agree with that. But at the end of the day, I also want to be entertained. I'll go to movies to be for escapism. I wanted an alien movie that actually called Disclosure Day that actually shows what happens after aliens are proven to be real to people, and that's where the movie ends. That should happen earlier in the movie, is what I felt. What did you think?
I thought that it should have been cut off half an hour earlier. The guy who's the main guy,
Josh O'Connor,
horrible. I thought he was just a horrible actor through the whole thing. Emily Blunt was amazing. I think it should have been cut off half an hour early, but everything else I loved. It was just kind of one of those where it's like, all right, come on, let's go. Like, give me Independence Day.
Sure. Yeah.
You know how stupid that movie is? Yeah. But how happy I was at the end of it going, yeah, that's fine.
So do you like your aliens hostile or peaceful? We come in peace, or
I want a
take it to
peaceful.
your leader?
I want you know what? I want peace and love. Peace and love.
I want Starman. Jeff Bridges Starman.
That's a great one.
Who I want.
Yeah.
Well, Mitch, what do you want? Like
Starman. I want somebody.
Or he's a fish out of water,
and he could teach us something.
He has these powers, but he's learning our ways also, and then teaching us how to be better humans.
Yeah, there's nothing behind it outside of.
There's no agenda.
Discovery.
He's just learning.
There shouldn't be an agenda,
right? Yeah.
In these types of movies, like in my opinion, there shouldn't be anything extra in, like E.T. E.T. alone, you just watch the whole thing and go.
That taught us something.
Peaceful. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bond, a friendship. Yeah. Is basically the core of it.
And then go, okay, you fillet off and whatever.
And it also was going back to what I said, is that we fear what we don't know. And so all of the government agencies came in because they found this alien. And so they wanted to dissect it so they can learn. And, I think that's human nature.
I mean, that movie taught me at a young age that things end, relationships end. People, I mean, it's like a metaphor for death. You have to say goodbye to people sometimes. And that's what's really heartbreaking. But it's a lesson.
Never thought that.
Because he has to say goodbye to E.T. at the end.
Sure.
They're probably never going to see him again, unless we get a sequel. I don't know.
Or if they make speaking spells again.
Yeah, speaking of spells, they can communicate through that phone home. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great alien movies. So, I mean, some of the ones that we're talking about hostile alien movies, like your monster aliens, like Predator or Alien, where they come to Earth or something to be feared. There's something that's hunting us.
Battleship. What was L. Ron Hubbard's Battlefield Earth?
Battlefield Earth. Talk about a flop.
That
one.
Look at Star Wars. Star Wars is one big alien.
Full of aliens. Yes. Yeah. Yes,
but it's nothing with Earth. Which, by the way, I found it crazy that there was a holiday Star Wars special because that means Jesus went to another galaxy far away.
Well, they talk about that in
Life
this
Day.
movie.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they talk about like God being
and Disclosure Day
bigger than just Earth.
It has to be, Matt.
It does kind of connect some of the dots there, and it speaks about religion because there would be a huge impact on religion if aliens existence were to close. But a lot of people who are religious believe in the existence of aliens. I go back to this other movie, Contact, that I love, based on Carl Sagan's work. He says that if we are the only sign of intelligent life in the universe, then that's an awful big a waste of space.
Yeah. No, as funny as that is, he's absolutely right.
He's right. We are so minuscule compared to like the vastness of the universe that, and I think that's what Steven Spielberg was trying to drive home with Disclosure Day, that all of our problems here on Earth, if we just communicate and listen and be open to each other, maybe that's how we get through it,
Well, I thought the nun at the end was the greatest scene.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ruin it, but like the nun stuff of that whole thing,
because she addresses the religious aspect to it.
Yeah,
that
100%.
That God says in the Bible that we are the most intelligent species on this planet. It's in the scripture. It doesn't mean that we're not the only one in the universe.
And I subscribe to that. Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think. Sometimes, so as you're talking, it sounds like the message kind of took over the practicality of this movie.
And so the message at the end is kind of delivered as a mic drop moment, but it's one that we saw coming from like a mile away.
An hour and a half away.
We're like, okay. Well, I already got that, but I wanted to see what happened. And it's delivered and it's weirdly emotional. There's this actress who's getting a lot of notoriety online for her role. She plays the newscaster at the end of the movie who's actually doing the play-by-play. They're showing footage of like aliens and like disclosing the proof to the people. Very emotional performance, but it just kind of rang hollow for me. She did a great job acting it, But I feel like the direction that she was giving was a little bit too much because I don't feel like people would react that way to seeing this. It's like crash footage or seeing alien bodies and stuff like that. And she's weepy and emotional.
Oh, that, yeah. I 100% agree with you. It didn't
connect with me. It came across as cheesy.
I think because we're coming from a media background and we've seen this, but there's no way in hell, like, okay, so lack of a better term. Which one of our anchors that we've ever worked with would do that?
I don't know.
Cronkite cried, got teared up when Kennedy.
And I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
But I just didn't ring true to me because I feel like we're so conditioned to seeing stuff and being like, that's fake. That's AI.
Yeah. AI.
That my first impulse would be like, it's a society, we wouldn't believe any of this.
I would be just staring at it. And I go,
yeah, I mean, like, what?
I go, this can't
be calling, Mitch would be calling me and calling you and going, hey guys, what's this weird thing I'm seeing on TV? Like this isn't real, right?
It's like, right. OJ and the Bronco thing. You told everybody to tune in.
But could you imagine? Okay, let's go back to that. OJ and the Bronco. Could you imagine that now and going?
Yeah, that's if it was an alien.
I mean, driving it. Yeah. I mean, we see spectacular stuff on TV. It's unbelievable stuff. That's what I'm saying. We're conditioned to desensitized to this stuff that we wouldn't believe it if we saw it.
We've seen it all.
Yes, exactly. So that's why it didn't really connect with me that way. But I appreciate the attempt. Spielberg, he's always been a sentimental guy. He's getting up there in age, and I understand the message.
He's 80.
Yeah, we've established. But again, so it's ironic though for a movie that's message is about unity. It's actually ironically it's dividing people. It's a very divisive movie. Some people love it. Some people are saying that it's emotionally compelling, cerebral, and deeply moving. Spielberg's best. Others saying it's his worst. Saying that
I wouldn't say it's his best. It was good.
I wouldn't say
Jaws
either.
Jaws is his best,
obviously. But I wouldn't say it's his worst either. I just feel like he went out on a limb. He tried to make the connection there and it just didn't work for me.
Do you think overall it's a cinema movie?
I don't think it's I mean there's cinematic elements to it, yes, like some of the bigger stunts and chase scenes, yes, but overall, yeah, you can watch this at home on stream. You don't have to go see it in theaters.
It was such a build up. You know what it was probably one of the first movies in a long time that I seen a lot of reaction on social media, people posting they just gotten out and talking about it, and everyone I saw wasn't giving it great reviews.
Can I just say, I hate the name.
Disclosure Day?
I don't like the name.
It was a mysterious title for sure.
It's not a good name.
But the first thing I thought of when we talked about it is that Disclosure movie with sexual harassment movie, the reverse sexual harassment with Michael Douglas.
But the whole thing, I'm like, it started with a D, and I kept having to like remember what the thing, like Jaws, Jurassic Park,
right?
This, that. To me, not a good name.
I admire the attempt, but it just kind of fell flat for me, emotion wise. So I give it a 3 out of 5 stars for critics.com review.
You 3'd it.
I gave it a 3 only because I love the score. I love the performances were good. So I'm going to give it credit for that. But overall, the story kind of fell flat.
When you walked out, did you walk out? Did you see it with somebody?
I did.
Okay. Did you talk about it afterwards?
We talked about it in the parking lot.
Maybe not the production of it, but of the story of it.
More about the disappointment about it. So, but yes, but like I said, it did get me to question my own openness. So I think it succeeded in that way. So I'm still talking about it, but I'm talking about how it could have been better.
The production of the movie.
Just the plotting, the script. So if you want to see a movie that's about disclosing the existence of aliens and cool alien technology and powers, go see Arrival with Amy Adams. Watch it. Yeah. Have you seen that one? Mm-hmm. Aliens show up to Earth. Jeremy Renner's in it. Yeah, and so she gains alien powers she's a linguist, and she can decode this alien language. She's like the only person on Earth who can do it. And there's like a war brewing over in the Pacific, and she's able to gain alien powers where she experiences time non-linearly. So she can basically see her future in the past. And as people learn this alien language, they unlock that power in them too.
Oh, okay.
So she's able to thwart this war, this brewing war, because she's able to speak to this foreign president and explain once they realize that they have these powers that our earthly squabbles are meaningless. That's what I'm saying. So
no, they're horrible.
What?
Earthly squabbles.
Squabbles, yeah, they're horrible, but they don't mean anything in the big picture, to be honest. But honestly, what got me to this point, more than Disclosure Day, more than the Arrival, is that, have you ever heard of the Pale Blue Dot? Pale Blue Dot by Carl Sagan.
I don't have to take it to. Oh no, I thought you meant the blue pill.
Blue pill.
Okay, no. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Carl Sagan. He was Cosmos, right?
Yes, Cosmos.
And he, anything about space and that sort of thing, he was the go-to guy. Growing up for me. So but tell me more about the
Pale Blue Dot. Back in February 14th, 1990, Voyager 1 spacecraft was at a record-breaking distance of 3.7 billion miles away from Earth. And astronomer and NASA advisor at the time, Carl Sagan, had that bright idea that, hey, let's spin Voyager around and take a picture of Earth. Okay. It's never been further from the planet before. And what he captured was our planet as a pale blue dot, just sitting in the vastness of space, like a minuscule speck of light suspended in space. And for them, that image, and for others, and me, myself, that image perfectly encapsulates our space, our place in the universe, and how insignificant our earthly squabbles are. You know, everything. You wrote a poem to go along with it. Every person you've ever met, every one you've ever loved, every human being alive in their history is all happened on that dot. You know, and so if you look at the bigger picture, it just kind of puts things in perspective for me immediately. I think about that all the time when I'm worried about something that's beyond my pay grade or just happening in another country or somewhere. Like, big picture, it doesn't matter. It's insignificant, you know. Yes, there are problems here on Earth that we have to deal with. But I mean, if you look at a big picture, ultimately this stuff doesn't matter. And I think that's what Spielberg was going for with his message in this movie. But all it just took for me was not a whole 2.5 hour movie, just one single picture. Mm-hmm. And I look at that all the time. I revisit it all the time when anything's bothering me and stuff. Right. And it really helps you gain and shift your perspective.
That was beautiful. And I think that, there are problems that we all have, but we're all one. Yeah. We're all human.
We're all human. Yeah.
And sometimes I guess, I know we're talking about movies, but we're really talking about aliens because that's the one thing we don't know about. We know about our past and that sort of thing. And we think about aliens. We think about how it might have something to do with our past. Right. If you think about like the pyramids. Yeah. And that sort of thing. Did they help us actually become
you're talking Stargate.
Stargate, absolutely. There's a great movie about it, yeah.
Yeah, and Fifth Element too. They introduced the idea that maybe aliens visit us back in our past and helped us evolve along the way.
Where are y'all at with that, Maddie?
What's your favorite alien movie of all time?
No, Matt, what are you thinking about as far as the aliens help us make the pyramids and everything?
Do you think aliens visit us back in the past?
I think 100% they've been here.
Yeah. They have to have.
I think they're in the ocean.
Yeah. Deep below the ocean?
After watching all the documentaries I've done and having so my wife works with Earthlight Foundation, ISDC, all these space organizations. Mm-hmm. Been there, done that, talked to all these people. I've talked to a lot of smart people that are way smarter than me. I think that the actual aliens are in the ocean, and that's where it comes from.
It's easy to hide down there, right? Because we always say there's so much we don't know.
I mean, on our own planet,
octopus
so deep.
Along, like those are like aliens. They have 8 brains.
I mean, if you go to the deep. The ocean floor, all like some of these documentaries, they don't ever see sunlight.
Right. But Trev,
horrifying.
We have explored more of the space than we have
our own ocean.
The ocean.
Yes. Yeah.
So they could be hiding down there. That's what I'm with you on that.
I think that's what they're hiding.
Like The Abyss, I think, is another one. Yeah. Aliens on the ocean floor. That was another alien movie.
I think 100% they're down there, and that's where they're hiding out. Yeah. And Cameron, he knows that sucker knows what. He's found them.
He gets down there.
Okay, so you think about that because of how the pyramids are still around and how they were well done, and then you think about where technology comes from. But to go a little bit back, what you were saying about human nature and humans, we are very curious and we want to learn and that sort of thing. But then you think about how they could have done these sort of things for such a long time ago, that intuition that humans are born with, right. They're given a problem, they could figure it out. So we want to think of it that way, but it seems like with the technology that you see and then some of the hieroglyphics, something had to happen, right?
There are hieroglyphics on the pyramids in Egypt where they have these big, tall, giant gods like Anubis, and like they look alien-like, and then you have smaller humans. And so that's tipped a lot of people off thinking that, maybe they were worshiping these aliens, came in and they thought them as gods. Yeah. And then also like how impossible it would have been to build these pyramids, how difficult it would have been.
There's no way they could have done that.
Yes, but I mean,
but they could have.
They could have. So they're saying there's pulley systems, and they had hundreds of slaves to do this over years.
1500s?
No, this is way before that. Yeah.
1300.
No, keep
1200.
going. Thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
They're still around. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they still stand. In fact, they said when Cleopatra was in rule, pyramids were as ancient to her as she is to us.
There you go. Right.
That is how long ago these pyramids were built. And so were they capable of doing that? How are humans able to do that?
And also what drives me nuts is, and Mitch, just hold here. Let me hold your hand right here. You know, people back in the day were only 5'6".
All right, get it.
And I'm saying
right.
Because Travis, you're what, 6'1"?
I don't know. Biblically, though, there were giants.
There were giants. We were giants back in the day.
Yeah.
What was
like pirates?
But what was a giant? Okay,
like 6'2".
6'2" was a giant.
Yeah,
and then
they were 8.
But hold on. We've all played telephone, right? The game telephone.
Sure, everything is exaggerated.
The only reason I'm bringing this up is because we go back to the hieroglyphics. When you think of somebody with great stature and you look up to those people, you think of, we say that. I just said it out. Man, I look up to you guys. You're looking up to somebody.
If Shaq was around.
Symbolically, they would make, in my opinion, they would make them bigger than what they are.
Like a tall tale.
Travis and I would be gods in your world.
You already are, Maddie. You already are.
So what do you think aliens look like then?
I think they look like there's different. I know there's different types, but I think they look very much like you and I.
Well, there's an ex-government researcher who claims that there's 4 types of aliens whose bodies were recovered. We're not sure if this is verifiable. Probably not. Sounds like sci-fi, but
it's Michael Jackson.
That were recovered from crashed UFOs over the years. And so you have your gray aliens, which are like the Spielberg type Martians. This kind of alien appears in Disclosure Day. Big eyes, bald head, skinny, small framed, but giant heads. The classic Martian look. Then you have the Nordics.
Did they not have junk?
Huh?
They didn't have junk?
I don't know, man.
That's. I mean,
you're right.
Come on,
they're all apparently the ones that are naked are.
They're all eunuchs.
Yeah.
So again, which if women are taking over, right? And they, as I said, evolution, things you don't need anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be eunuchs.
Right.
They're all Hillary Clinton.
All right, but the Nordic guys, look at this guy. This is what I think an alien would look
These are highly humanoid, resembling tall, attractive humans with fair hair, blue eyes, kind of a master racy, giving off the vibes.
Orlando Bloom looking.
But they're saying that these
I like their outfit though.
These are maybe our ancestors. They came and seeded our planet, and life spawned from them eons ago. So that's the Nordics, and then you have the insectoids.
I don't think that's us.
Okay,
insectoids.
But then you look between the difference between a gray and
big eyes.
Big eyes. I mean the body.
Yeah. These are some kind of like you see in Quiet Place. You'd see in Starship Troopers, and then you got your reptilians like V.
Yeah,
the Alien series.
Well, I don't know why they go reptilian. Why? Because dinosaurs were here.
Lizard people, maybe.
There's a big push on social media where they will catch. They said they've caught people turning into the aliens or the reptilians rather, and they've caught their eyes.
Well, there's always
it's really weird, man.
Yeah, it's always the reptilians.
That's where their eyes blink from the side.
Yeah,
like they caught them. Yeah. But you kind of wonder, okay, but it's always on television when they see them, which makes you think, okay, was it like some kind of accidental effect that made it look like that? It's always on TV.
The lizard people.
Yeah, lizard people.
That's what we're saying. Yeah, reptilians.
Conspiracy theorists. Yeah,
conspiracy folks. Yeah.
I think the most thing is the gray one. Look, I'm all in on the gray people.
Mm-hmm. You like the gray ones?
You're going with the classic gray, like 3 to 4 foot tall.
I think they've seen them since 50. What? When did they crash?
The 47.
40s.
47.
I think that's what they look like.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's the classic go-to for Hollywood, and so I think
eyewitnesses.
We've been exposed to that most.
Hey, can we talk about eyewitnesses? What about and movies? Fire in the Sky. Did you guys ever see this?
I was going to ask about alien abduction stories. Back in the 90s, this was very popular. I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries, and every other week, there would be one about this guy in the woods got zapped up by an alien, and they probed him. And so a lot of that movie Fire in the Sky, D.B. Sweeney.
X-Files,
another problem.
Alone.
But do you
believe those stories?
Man, Okay, so you think, well, first off, they always, for some reason, they're very fascinated with rednecks and Matts.
Yes.
Have you noticed that? Like the aliens.
You would have been a prime target, probably too young for them.
Why they're not taking, like, your scholars
They respect
and everything.
consent.
Is that what it is?
No.
Okay, but, we joke about that. To this day, the guy in Firing This Guy says this
real.
happened. And there was other witnesses that saw it as well, and they could change. It seems like by now, their story would have cracked, and it hasn't.
Right. They never changed their story. And like, why would they come forward with that? Unless, obviously people want to call them crazy. You want to call a lot of victims of things crazy. You don't want to believe. But now I think we're in a culture now where we believe more the victims.
Yeah, exactly.
There should be a Me Too movement for UFO abduction victims. Don't you think?
Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night where it's really cold and you wake up and you had a bad dream?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if people take that, because when you get cold, your body gets cold. You start having these weird dreams and everything. And a lot of the experiences, from what I've read and heard, is that they feel like they're on a table and they can't move.
Okay,
and
so you're talking about like sleep
like
paralysis?
Yeah, and it's usually like when you're cold and in your mind you can't move anything.
And people see like haunting monsters, visions of monsters at their door, in their bedroom door, at the foot of their bed.
Have you guys ever?
Sleep does that to you.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard Coast to Coast AM with George and Ori?
Yes.
No.
You never heard Coast to Coast AM?
I said no.
Okay. It's one of the greatest things because he talks about alien abductions.
Yeah, you're right, and to the point where he gets shut down and the government has gotten intervened.
And he was in a RV out in the middle of Nevada, and he got picked up. Yes, by the government.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
George Norrie,
yeah,
people that,
because you're a radio guy, you know that. Like he did that whole thing, and it was.
But George Norrie, his show on that would constantly have those type of people that are on there. So out of all those people, my pick is the Nordic folks. Matt says Greys. What are you? I'm sorry if you said.
I'm all for the Greys.
Let's go with the insectozoids.
Really? I don't think so.
Insectoids. I don't know. I've seen enough movies with them in it.
Think they.
Yeah.
Talk like that?
That's how they talk in the Disclosure Day.
I think it's important for people, if this episode taught anybody, I think we need to realize that we're all together. And if bad aliens come, we really need to work together.
We need to work together, and so it'll be us versus them, and the humans are on the same team. So I think,
Trav, I think between the three of us, we just put on black suits and we just get outside and start pew-pewing.
I know, right?
Like we got to start pew-pewing.
I don't. This whole stuff about aliens, man. Is
I think
I now know way too much about what's going on about all this
freaks
stuff.
me out.
I don't like knowing about this, Maddie.
Especially dealing with my wife.
I don't
her
like
stuff.
Right.
Like she knows all the alien people.
I don't want to hear any more about this. I'm scared about it because if I do, I'm going to go on the Flash and tell everybody about this sort of thing.
You shouldn't do that. Don't do that.
Why?
This is just
this stuff is important, man.
Mitch, all right.
I'm sorry.
All right. I think we should. Mitch, you look right here for a second.
Look right over there.
I just want to make sure you. Okay, there we go. And Mitch, that's our show, buddy. You did such a great job.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah, you guys were really.
Yeah, we talked about Johnny
really
Cash. Remember?
With the.
Yeah, the Man in Black.
Man in Black.
Yeah.
He was so funny today. He was great.
It was hilarious.
It's, of course, OPINIONish, podcast.com. All on social media. You can look for us as well. It's OPINIONish, and you can find all what we're putting the Johnny Cash pictures up? Or?
Yeah. It's good. You're going to need to lay down for a little bit, okay? But I can take it from here. Yeah.
Does he need a nap?
Yeah. It's okay, man. But you did great today. Yeah, Mitch is on behalf of me and Mitch. I got one.
Yeah, you got one.
You got one too, buddy.
I got one.
And we'll see you next time on OPINIONish.